Hello everybody and welcome back. It is Michael from Hallowed Thrills back with another video, and tonight we are here at Tinseltown here in Oaks, Pennsylvania in the Oaks Shopping Center. We are here to check out their Tinseltown Holiday Spectacular of lights, and it looks amazing. I'm just seeing the entrance. We just took a walk in and it looks really cool. There's a marketplace, there's the Tinsel Lodge, which has a bunch of food offerings. There's Santa Claus. He's still here for a couple more days. But I'm just super excited to see all these beautiful lights that we have here, and for you guys to see it and decide whether you want to come out here or not. They still do have a couple weeks left until they finish up here, so you still have time to check it out. But before we get into the video, please make sure you're subscribed and have the bell notification turned on to get notified whenever I post a video. And also make sure you're following me on both my Instagram and my Twitter. The links are down in the description. So here is a map of the entire area for the Tinseltown Holiday Spectacular. So we are, let's see, where are we at? We are right up here. Entrance. So we could go either down, which is towards the Phillies sports team area and Santa Claus, or we could go left to the actual ice rink that is here, or the Tinsel Lodge, which is where the food offerings are. Or we've just the world is our oyster on where we want to start here, but I think we should just head around this way and actually head around that way and check out. Maybe we'll do some ice skating. Ice skating is a bit expensive. I think it's $20, and then I think it's an extra cost to rent skates. So I don't know if I'm going to do that, but yeah, we'll see what's going on. So just take a quick overview of the entire entrance here. Just look at all the lights already. Wow, they're pretty impressive. Just look at all of the presents that they have over here that are huge, and you can even walk inside of them. Look at that. That's so cool. And these lights are they're so bright and so vibrant. It just they really light up the night and are so well done. So we have this entire marketplace here of vendors that signed up to be here and sell their goods for the holidays. So if you want some last minute Christmas gifts, you can find them right here. Let's check out a few of them. Here's Spectre Sports Art, and this caught my eye, this really awesome painting of the Philly fanatic, just shooting confetti everywhere. And right next to it, Gritty as King Kong pretty much. So this caught my eye, Chocolate Moonshine Fudge Bar, the Chocolate Moonshine Company. And they have a bunch of different flavors of fudge here that they're selling. They're award-winning fudge. There are the prices for it, and they have an event special where you can get 4 flavors at a quarter of a pound each for $22. Peanut butter, creme brulee, all sounds amazing. Here is the Tinsel Lodge, which is the area that has their different food offerings and drink offerings. Here's the menu for it.
We do have some spiked drinks.
All of this sounds really delicious. Unfortunately, I ate before I came here, but some of this sounds really good. And then here's some of their spice drinks. But now, the one that I think that sounds really good is, that's Scrooge's Philly cheesesteak, man. You can't beat a good Philly cheesesteak. So here is the inside of the Tinsel Lounge. And their shocker is tinsel in here. And it's a super cool place to relax. It is very crowded in here, though, I will say that. So I don't know how long I'm going to stay in here, but it is pretty cool in here. And we got another archway that we're going to walk through. And right up there, as you can see, is the ice rink. Let's go and check it out. Yes, so there it is. To actually ice skate, if you brought your own skates, it's $10, but then another $10 if you want to rent some skates so you can go out there. And just look at this, really cool setting to do some ice skating. But I will say, unfortunately, it is not actually ice. It's a wax rink, so not the same. So if you're expecting ice, I'm sorry. There is Center Ice close by, so if you do want to do some actual ice skating, you can go to Center Ice and do it. Probably for cheaper. I will say, though, I do enjoy doing a little bit of ice skating. Down when I was in Florida, UCF did have their own little, ice skating event during the winter, so I actually am pretty okay at ice skating. Ooh, this Christmas ball looks massive, and you can walk inside of it like the other stuff. And here's our first little bit of Philly pride here. We got an Eagles display here for the Philadelphia Eagles football team, if you didn't know. I'm sure a lot of you do, but in case you don't, here's another big opening here so I can just show off a whole bunch of the lights that are around me. We're gonna head over to that area soon, but these lights look really cool. I just have to say that. And one of the few areas here that you can get alcoholic beverages, McTinsel's Pub. Let's see what they have. They got a bunch of different things here. You got spiked hot chocolate with cinnamon whipped cream, peppermint candy cane cocoa, Mexican hot cocoa, spiked warm cider, Christmapolitan. That's interesting. Ooh, gingerbread White Russian. I really like White Russians, so we'll see. Maybe I'll get some. There's this little area right next to McTinsel's Pub for fire pits where you can sit, drink your beverage from McTinsel's, and get warmed up by a nice fire. It's a really nice setting here, though. And over there we have the Jingle Bell Hut, which there's something on this sign that I really find interesting. Santa's S'mores. Look at that. That looks delicious. Ooh, we got a really awesome Christmas light tunnel. It's so bright in here. I absolutely love how awesome this looks, and every single light is twinkling. So cool. And our next area for your Philly sports teams is the Philadelphia Phillies. They're my boys. They're my MLB team, so I gotta rep them, you know. And this one right behind me is a little bit interesting. JAWN. For those who don't know what that spells John. And a lot of you might not know what that is. That is Philadelphia slang for literally anything. It is a noun. It is a verb. It could literally mean anything. So use it sometimes if you want to. We got some big ass diamonds, some big ass jewels. And then these things, these are like really cool. They kind of look like big icicles. But icebergs? I don't really know what they're supposed to be. And here's a cool little photo op. It's a plane that you can actually go up the stairs and get in the cockpit and take a picture. Unfortunately, it looks like someone broke the propeller a little bit, but I'm sure it still flies. We got a couple more interesting light displays here. We got a big old duck and a little tiny duck, and then right across the way from it, a teddy bear. Someone explain to me why? Maybe this has to do with the duck tours? I doubt it, but you know, there's a duck. Now I will say, if you do remember from my whole preview video that I did earlier in late November, I said that this was my most hyped out of everything that I was going to be going to. And so far, I will say I'm having a pretty good time. It's pretty enjoyable. The lights are really cool looking. I have to say, they are super bright, super vibrant, and it really gets me into that Christmas spirit. And here is another Pennsylvania staple that has recently come to fame, Gritty, the Philadelphia Flyers hockey mascot. He is one of a kind, I have to say. He is definitely one of a kind and a true character. And if you did miss my whole preview about this event, Thursdays are Gritty Thursdays, so every Thursday for the event, he is here as Gritty Claus, so you can go and meet him when you're here on Thursdays. And speaking of Gritty, right over here to the left of Gritty is the Philadelphia Flyers logo. And once again, for those who don't know, Philadelphia Flyers are the Philadelphia hockey team for the NHL. And right in there, you can get your picture taken with the man himself, Santa Claus. He is still here for a couple more days. He's counting down the days to Christmas, getting his last little meets with everybody, get their lists, checks it twice before he can head back to the North Pole and get ready for Christmas night. And you can actually drop off your letters to Santa here at Tinseltown. You just throw your letter in there and they'll make sure that it gets to the North Pole. Oh my gosh, I almost completely did not notice it. There's a couple reindeer, big reindeer over there. And if you see that one right there, he's got a little red nose. That must be Rudolph. And it would not be a Philly Christmas event if they did not have a giant Liberty Bell, crack and all, here for you to take a picture with, or you can go inside apparently and take a picture. And our last Philly sports team to be accounted for is the Philadelphia 76ers, our basketball team here in the Philadelphia area. Hey, I'm not a big fan of basketball, but if I had to choose a team, of course I'm going to go with the local boys. And it looks like we just missed a little reading session in here at Mrs. Claus' reading room, but they do have an area in this tent that you can have Mrs. Claus read a story to you. Look at that cute little reading area. You got chairs for a whole bunch of different kids, and then an area for Mrs. Claus to sit and read to everybody. Overall, there are a ton of offerings here. I didn't even show you guys everything just because I didn't feel like it was necessary, but there are a ton of different like food offerings all throughout this event, like little stands where they had hot cocoa available, different like fudge, candy, nuts, just a bunch of different things for you to snack on while you were here. And I was checking out some of the prices and they weren't that bad, to be honest. But as far as the event itself, the ticket prices are a bit steep, I will say that. They're not my cup of tea, but you know, I wanted to check out this event so you guys could figure out whether it was worth it or not. So that's what I had to do. I had to go buy tickets for this so I could go tell you guys whether or not you should actually take the time to come out here. The rain has started a little bit here, but I think we're gonna wrap up our night here. We have checked out everything here. We walked around twice, and I'm gonna be honest, this is honestly exactly what I needed this week of Christmas. It's perfect. The lights are amazing here. The whole atmosphere is amazing. I didn't try any of the actual like special food and beverage offers, and I didn't see Santa, but just walking around here really got me in the Christmas spirit. And overall, I think this is worth it. I really do. It's much cheaper than a few of the other things that I have done this year for Christmas events, and it's just, the lights are just so awesome, and the way that they're laid out and everything, it's just it's really, really nice, and I 100% recommend coming out here and checking this out. But if you did enjoy, please make sure you drop a like on this video and also comment what your favorite light that I showed off for this video was. Personally, I think mine was the gritty. Just peace out, man. Absolutely loved that little display that they had for him, and I kind of wish I was here for Thursday, for Gritty Thursdays, but maybe next year if they have this again. But as always, I'm Michael. This has been Hallowed. I'll see you guys next time.